Good morning, hello, it's Daniel. This is the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. You join me from a car park in Bakewell. I'm here on my gravel bike. I'm going to be heading out to the Peak District today, but I'm heading out for a specific reason. Now, on this channel, I'm documenting everything I'm doing this year, you know, races, training, etc. I've got loads of cool things planned in. But I do like doing like an obscure challenge. A couple of years ago, BikeFit Dan and I tried to ride a big route around the Peak District off-road. Didn't quite get it finished, but loved the planning phase, loved riding it and attempting it and so on. I'm not going back to that route. I have found a different route that I want to ride, maybe with a friend later this year, maybe on my own, I'm going to see. And there's limited information about it online in terms of like, is it rideable on a gravel bike, basically. The majority of people I've seen who have completed the full route have done it on a mountain bike. Now, I have 2.1-inch mountain bike tyres on my gravel bike, but I just don't think, if I rode a mountain bike, I don't think I'd be able to ride any more difficult terrain. I'd stand corrected, maybe, you know, I'd have gone on a proper mountain bike for years, so maybe I would, but I think the limiting factor is my skill rather than the actual bike. Now, scoured Strava, looked at Google Maps where I can on the satellite images and so on. There's only so much you can gather from that. The easiest way for me to find it out is just to get on the bike. Easiest way, sit on a computer. The best way for me to find out what it's actually like is to get on the bike and get out there. So that's the plan today. The route is planned to be 70 odd miles. I'm going to see how it goes because it does look quite rainy, even though it's forecast to be dry, but we will see. Let's get pedaling and into the Peak District. So today could be a massive mistake and error of judgment, but I often think those are the best days, right? Well, definitely the best days to look back on. So we're starting. Come on. I'm 1 mile in, I'm walking already. I need a wee, to be fair. I'll take my gilet off. Red hot already. It's obviously skewed by me being 100 kilos trying to climb up a steep hill. I think the actual terrain isn't too bad for this bike, but my, you know, the overall package is not. I mean, if it continues like this, I'm gonna have to cut this route short because I didn't start till like 10:30. I'm finding this is always the case off-road as well. Like my Garmin, I load the route and it has the gradient on the bottom so you can see, you know, what hills you're at, but I'm obviously going up a big hill. It is not downhill. It just doesn't seem to work off-road. Or it does initially, but then it just like drifts so far apart, like it'll be a mile, you know, further ahead on screen than where you actually are. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, that wouldn't make it any easier to actually do, but at least you know what's coming. The rides that I've seen, people who have done this full route, the guys, it's about 210, 215k. Some of the fastest guys have averaged 12.5 miles an hour. So that made me think, okay, surely it is doable. I'm 18 minutes of active time in, 10 of which are on road. Oh my God. I mean, at least I know, no, I'm not writing it off yet, come on. So now I'm getting more and more convinced that I'm not going to be doing this. I'll tell you what it actually is. It's the Peak 200 FKT, so it's the fastest known time for this loop of the Peak District off-road. I thought it might be possible on a gravel bike. I thought I might be able to have a crack at it. I don't think I will in my current shape this year. Maybe further ahead, who knows. So that's what it was. I'm still going to ride some of the course, but this is just blowing my mind. I was looking at some of the moving time and total time of people's rides and being a bit like, well, you've had 40 minutes stop time, that's a bit like relaxed. There's so many like styles and gates and things, and yeah, it just opened my eyes a bit. Perhaps it's a tougher record than I thought it was, having only looked at the numbers on a bit of paper. There's no videos out there about it or anything. The navigation's making it so much harder than this needs to be. Now look, it's saying I'm like in the middle of that field. The route's to the right. There is no route to the right. Oh man. The satellite's been really like glitchy today, really buggy. Just like lagging. And you think I've got a clear sight of the sky, wouldn't you? There was another path down there. You sort of can't see it when you're side on, but when you're in front of it, you can see the little trail. So I should have gone right down there, and things like that. Like if it's a proper record attempt, you've got to follow the correct route. So recceing is important. But okay, remember that. I'll go through that gate, keep right. Times 200 kilometers. I need a notebook. It's a good job it's dry today. There's a lot of grass, and of course that's just treacherous when it's wet, isn't it? Oh, I was just going to point out Chatsworth House, but it's behind a big tree, so bear with me. In 3, 2, 1, Chatsworth House, wow. I've actually swam in that river in front of there for about 4 minutes a couple of years ago, a photo shoot. That was nice. Anyway, let's go a bit further. I don't really know where to go after here, but we'll keep rolling. Just riding around some of the lanes near Chatsworth now. You probably can't see it on here, but there's like several birds of prey all like just swooping around. It's pretty cool to see. Hopefully they're not going to pick me up. Good luck, yeah, good luck to them if they want to. I really struggle to like process not having a route. I know it sounds weird, but like riding without a route loaded, I never do it. I always have one loaded, always know where I'm going, how far it is, how much climbing, all of that. So when I don't have that, I don't know, I just can't work with it. I'm not enjoying it. Weird, right? So I'm just rolling back down towards Bakewell. I think I've got an hour or so in. I know I could probably go and do a loop somewhere, but because, like I said, I haven't got it planned. It's just, I don't know, I don't look forward to it. So I'm already kicking myself that, you know, it took me 45 minutes to drive out here. All the aggro of getting all the kit set up and stuff for not a huge amount of training. But I think now the best thing to do, if I get home, have lunch, catch up on all the life admin stuff that I was otherwise going to do later on today, and then just try and do an hour or two on the turbo, just so that I've not thrown away a good day's training. It doesn't need to be amazing. I don't need to do 5 or 6 hours that I'd planned to, but I can't just leave it at an hour. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's get back down to the car. I mean, I say back down to the car, it's pretty significantly up, but it is down in the end when I get there. So I, for one, am glad that I paid for like 8 hours of car parking, but it's not a total disaster, is it? Like, I've been able to get out and ride my bike for an hour, probably 15-20 minutes of walking as well, so you know, some extra TSS in there. And at least now I know that that route isn't for me, or not for me in my present state, to you know, skill and fitness. Sometimes you can get away with, you know, having one of those. If I've not got either, then it ain't gonna happen. So I had planned over the next, you know, 2 or 3 months to recce different parts of the course and so on. I'm just going to completely scratch that and focus on all the other aims that I've got, because I've got plenty. And I do have a road-based challenge later in the year, towards the end of the year, which is like fully planned in, confirmed, weather permitting. So I've got that to look forward to, and that requires less faff, less unknowns. So yeah, anyway, right, I'm gonna get home, crack on the rest of the day. This would have been an easy video to delete, by the way, but to be honest, I think, well, it's all part of the journey, isn't it? So I'll put it out there, why the hell not? It's probably not the worst video I've ever put on this channel. So thanks for watching, hit like and subscribe, hope you're well. Let me know down below, what challenges are you doing this year or thinking about this year? And are you gonna sack them off as soon as I have? See you later, bye.